Salon owners who have renters, this episode is for you. Have you ever run into a tough situation in the salon and wished you had a quick reference guide that walked you through not only what to say to address the issue professionally, but also walked you through proactive steps you can take right now to avoid the situation altogether in the future? That's where I come in. Hi, my name's Mary, and I'm a communication and business educator for hairstylists. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that can hit close to home for my salon owners in the room: stylists who habitually pay rent late. I was browsing the forums this week and saw a post that said, "What is your policy on late rent? I set our booth rent to be due every Friday, but continue to have people pay late or get messages on Saturday asking if they can pay next week." I try to be flexible and understanding, but it's getting discouraging because I have let them know that if they're struggling, to just communicate it with me before Friday. I then saw another post that said, "How much time do you give a renter to be late on rent? Rent is due on the first monthly, and I have one tenant that paid on the 15th last month and still hasn't paid this month. It's now September 15th. Am I being rash if I terminate her lease?" So this week, we're going to look at how this bad habit can hurt your business, why some stylists tend to make this unwanted behavior habitual, how your response as a business owner could possibly be enabling this behavior, how to professionally talk to your renter to resolve the issue, whether it's their first or 10th time being late with their payment, and lastly, proactive measures you can take right now to support your renters and promote professional boundaries. But first, I want to take a quick minute to let you know that I'm here to help as many stylists as possible, and it would help me tremendously if you would like this video or share it with a friend who maybe needs help with a situation like this. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss any episode releases. All right, let's get started. So when a renter comes to us asking for grace on a late payment, unless you're Scrooge McDuck, your knee-jerk reaction to a first-time offense of this nature is to say something like, "Oh, honey, it's okay, no problem, life happens, just get it to me next week." You get paid, but the next month it's the same story. And then it happens again and again until your renter's a full month behind on payments and their due date seemingly is now a new date entirely. While happening once with one stylist may be no big deal, the more you allow it, the more some stylists can and will take advantage. You know the saying, if you give someone an inch, they're going to take a mile? Well, this is that kind of situation. Late payments from renters are more than just an annoyance, though. It can create issues in your bookkeeping. It can create an unstable income, which could lead to financial strain over time. And most importantly, it can cause trust issues among you and your renter. So in order to understand the issue a little more, let's dive into why this could become an issue with some stylists. Maybe the stylist is newer and is struggling with having regular bills while having an irregular income, which is a common issue with new renters. Maybe they're bad at budgeting and planning their finances. Maybe they're bad at prioritizing where they spend their money and choose personal fun over their business. Or maybe they saw that they could get away with it with little to no consequence, so they decided to continue this behavior. None of these should fall on the shoulders of you as a salon owner, but in this industry, it can be hard to separate business and personal matters. When our stylist is having a hard time, we want to be there for them. We want to be there as a support and we want to help where we can. But ultimately, how we do this could actually backfire and cause the stylist to make a habit out of this unwanted behavior. Things like allowing the late payment with no repercussions can set a precedent that making payments on time is merely a suggestion and not a policy. Over time, this can show other stylists that this kind of thing is okay, leading them to follow suit. And you could potentially be left with your bill schedule unchanged and your income dramatically fluctuating. You as the salon owner are then left feeling upset, frustrated, and most of all, stressed. The stylists, however, oblivious to your needs, continue paying when it's convenient for them because they know nothing is going to happen. This creates a vicious cycle until something breaks, and generally this involves the salon owner terminating the lease, which is another stressor because then they have to find a new renter. So, what can be done right now to get your renter on the road to better tenancy? I'm going to start off by suggesting that you have a conversation with this employee. What would you say? Well, if it was the first time ever, I would start with something like this. Hey, Mary, I'm so sorry. I had an unexpected bill come up and I can't get my rent in due on the 1st. Could I possibly bring it in on the 5th? Hey, Tiffany, I totally understand. Life can throw us curveballs, and your openness in this matter is really appreciated. I want to stress that as a business owner, my financial responsibilities remain consistent regardless of when payments arrive. Delays can place a strain on my end, so I'm going to accommodate this extension as a one-time courtesy. However, beginning on the next cycle, a $75 late fee will be applied to any future late payments made after the 2nd of the month. This fee is to emphasize the importance of adhering to our agreed upon payment schedule. Your understanding means a lot, and if you ever foresee difficulty meeting future deadlines, please feel free to reach out beforehand. We can collaborate to find solutions that will work for both of us. So as you can see, the response acknowledged the renter's hardship, therefore empathizing with them, thanked them for their candidness in the situation, explained why late payments are undesired, set expectations so that the next late payment would result in a late fee, and thanked the stylist for their cooperation. Now, if you have a stylist come to you that has seemingly made this bad behavior into a habit, we're still going to bring our kind and professional self to this conversation, but it's going to be a little bit different. To this stylist, I would say the following. And also on a side note, you may want to put this in writing for this stylist so that you can document that you gave them a formal written statement on this matter. Dear renter, I hope this message finds you well. Let me start by saying I value you as a member of this Salon collective. However, I wanted to discuss the matter of consistently late rent payments. I feel that it's important for both of us to maintain a professional and financially responsible relationship. I totally understand that unexpected challenges can arise, but I've noticed a pattern of late payments which is straining on my end. As the salon owner, I rely on timely rent payments to cover our expenses and maintain the salon's financial stability. I want to emphasize the significance of adhering to our agreed upon payment schedule as detailed out in your lease. Late payments disrupt the salon's financial planning schedule and can lead to additional expenses. To address this, I kindly request that moving forward, all future payments are made on time. Also, beginning October 1st, a late fee of $75 will be applied for each late payment made after the 2nd day of the month. As a reminder, your scheduled payment is due by the 1st of every month. Payment given after the 2nd will result in the late fee. I value our working relationship, and I want to find a way for both of us to move forward on better terms. If there are any challenges you're facing that make it difficult to meet the payment deadlines, please do not hesitate to discuss them with me. We can explore potential solutions or adjustments to our arrangement. Thank you for your understanding, and I hope we can work together to ensure timely rent payments moving forward. Best regards, Mary. Okay, so you can see here that we started with the positive. We empathized with the situation. We addressed the problem clearly. We addressed why late payments are an issue. We set clear expectations on what we as a salon owner expect moving forward. We set a proactive measure to ensure our needs as a business owner are met. We made a conscious effort to open up the lines of communication, and we thanked them for their cooperation moving forward. Now, here comes the important part. After you've had this initial talk with them where you set a clear expectation and documented the incident, now comes the hard part. You have to follow through. Likely, just having this talk is going to be all you need to squash this unwanted bad habit. But in the case that your renter comes to you with the same song and dance again, remind them of the date in which you had this talk and remind them of the late fee. It's that simple. Most people don't want to lose money when it can be easily avoided. And if the talk didn't get them on good behavior, the fee might be that final push needed to show them that you are not playing a game. You're a business owner with a responsibility to look after the financial health and well-being of your business. Now, if you've had this talk with your renter and they just don't get it, they continue to ask for extensions and for you to waive the fee, it may be time to terminate their lease. Now, I am no lawyer and I want to put that out there. So you'll want to refer to your individual lease and what it says for reasons you can terminate a renter's lease. Or if you're unclear on any part of this process, it may be worth having a legal professional look over your lease to make sure you can legally terminate your renter's tenancy. Generally speaking, non-payments are a totally valid reason, and like a tenant renting a house, you'll generally need to give them a 30-day written notice to vacate the premises. Now that we've looked at how to react to the situation, let's look at what we can do right now to be proactive to avoid this situation altogether. And you guys, it's pretty simple. Just make sure that your lease clearly states the rent amount, the rent due date, the late payment policy with a clearly stated late fee, and a stipulation that states that failure to comply with the payment schedule can result in the termination of tenancy. Another step you can take to ensure on-time payments is to automate the process and have the money automatically pulled weekly or monthly. You can do this through QuickBooks or Square by utilizing their automated recurring billing or invoicing feature, or you can simply head to your bank and talk about ACH transfers, which would basically act as a direct deposit kind of service where it conveniently and easily pulls out the agreed upon amount and directly deposits the funds into your account. I am telling you that an ounce of proactive measures will save you a headache 9 out of 10 times. So now that you've heard my thoughts, I'd love to hear from you. Have you had a renter like this in the past? What did you do to get them on the right path? And what was the outcome? All right, you guys, that's all I've got for you today. I hope you learned something this week. And as always, if you found this video interesting or learned something new, please hit that like button. And if you could also share this video with a salon owner or a friend in this situation, it would absolutely mean the world to me. If this was your first time here, I want to take a moment to say welcome. My name's Mary. I'm a business and communication educator for hairstylists, and I'm going to be bringing you new videos each week detailing out tough real-life situations and discussing how you can use good communication and critical thinking to handle any tough situation that could possibly come your way with confidence and ease. I want to help you safeguard your business so that you can stress less and get back to doing what you love, bringing your talents to the world one client at a time. If you have any topics you'd like to hear covered in a future episode, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know down in the comments below, or you can contact me through my website, www.thestylistconsultant.com. And for those of you out there feeling stuck or slow to grow, I can definitely help you. I have a strong knowledge in branding, local marketing, and cultivating a memorable guest experience. I can work with you to see where you can easily strengthen your business and get you on the path to the career of your dreams. You guys, you can do this. And in case you need me along the way, I'm here to help. Again, my name is Mary Wozniak. I run The Stylist Consultant. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you back here next Monday. Bye, guys.